What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. Today we've actually got a semi-populated online lobby that's not on Forest. We're on Washington here today, so another stock track, but a track that does have a special place in my heart. I basically learned the entire game on this track first starting off, and today it's going to be a little bit different, somewhat of a challenge but not too difficult for me. I'm going to do an entire race in third person. Some of you will probably be really happy about that, some of you will absolutely hate me for it because you prefer your first person riding. But something a little bit different, especially since when I started playing this game originally, obviously A, it was on this track a lot, and then B, I learnt the game in third person as well. So a bit of a throwback for me. Hopefully it'll be fun, and I will join you as soon as we're on the gate ready to get a race going. Okie dokie, so 4 start race polls later, and it's finally been done. Apparently, so 7 votes yes and 5 votes no still counts as no, which is annoying, but I think that's going to be fixed in the next beta update for beta 18. So if there is anything that screams online lobby, it's being lined up next to someone who's number 420 straight away. Interesting. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people on the line at the moment. Hopefully get 1 or 2 more spawn in before then, but this is going to be a nice chilled race, you know, shouldn't be anything too difficult at all. And I'm going to do the whole race in third person, as I mentioned in the intro, and I'm on the GasGas 250 for this video. Oh, didn't mean to hit the gate. Reason for that being that that is the bike that I've kind of decided on for the moment to main on the 250 side. And there we go, that wasn't a bad start whatsoever. Nice little hole. That's such a nice camera, or such a nice view looking back and seeing everyone like that. Right, don't tuck the front end in turn 2. Here we go. As long as I can scrub this nice and low, we'll get a good drive up this hill. And that's it. We should be pretty clear. Yeah, looking behind and seeing your rider as well as everyone else, much nicer than just doing it in first person. So I think, as I said in the intro as well, I learnt this game in third person. Although saying that, the third person camera has changed since I started playing. So it used to be a case of your bike and rider would be in the middle of your screen at all times, and I'm not sure if anyone even notices, but if you was to put a point in the middle of your screen now, when you lean side to side, the bike kind of goes to that side with it. It doesn't stay in the center. I do think that is actually a customizable thing that's going to be changing in base rating as well. There's a few different changes coming just to the third person camera overall, just more customization for you third person guys. You've got lock to bike, which I think is pretty gross, but then you've got more of like a dynamic camera, one that follows the bike a little bit more, and the actual kind of FOV and such itself will be different, which I think is a really nice addition. Whenever beta rating comes out, I have no idea. Old Perboso and Snap constantly working on more things rather than releasing what we've got now. But I shall not argue with the boss people. It is their game after all. They can do what they want with it. So the GasGas is the bike that I have selected as my victim for me to try and destroy on for Nations qualifying. Signed up for it. Should be on the 1st of October. Pretty late in the day for me. I think it's about 10 PM qualifying. I don't have a suspension or anything like that. So the main reason for me picking the GasGas was, I mean, first of all, GasGas and Husky identical in every single way. Let's just throw that out there straight away. But then the reason is I tried the Husky for some testing in outdoors at 250, and it felt nice just as stock. You know, I tried all the bikes out of stock. KTM was pretty good, but I feel like a lot of people ride the KTM. Same with the Cowie. I was riding that originally in a few videos, some of you may recall. Then I thought, you know what, if I like the Husky, why don't I just ride the GasGas as something different? Because I ride the Husky 450 so often. I imagine that as a viewer it might get a little bit boring after a while, which is why when I'm doing videos that aren't competitive by any means, just fun, I try and mix it up a bit. I don't ride the Husky all the time, because that would be my bike of choice. If you was to say, right, you've got a race here, pick one bike, that's all you can ride, it would be the Husky 450. It's just what I feel the most comfortable on. Annoyingly, I know that the 250 and then 450 equivalents, oh my god, that was weird, that was close, they don't really handle similarly at all, which is to be expected. But in that regard, so I've got a couple of 450 setups that I feel work well for me. I've got one outdoors one and one Supercross one, but they don't translate over well, the 250, so I'm just riding it stock for the time being. And I've got my fingers crossed, actually. I think I need a little bit of luck involved for this qualifying, because there are going to be some fast boys in that 250 class going for the UK, or Great Britain, sorry, spot. And hopefully it can be me. As you know, missed out last year, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully this year I can represent. If I I think someone asked me who my predictions are to getting in. If I'm being realistic, I think it will be Hells and Rum on 450s, and then probably Jay on 250. If I'm dreaming, it'll be Hells and Rum on the 450 and me on the 250. But we shall see. Hopefully it goes okay. I've, since I said that I wanted to stream the qualifying, I've kind of been going back and forth in my head on if it's the wisest thing to do. Mostly because I know that I ride a lot better when I'm not streaming and there's almost no pressure on me. But then I almost feel bad, feel guilty for letting you guys down and promising something and then not following through with it. So I might turn the stream on, but then just turn my second monitor off so you don't... I don't really remember that I'm streaming and there's no distraction. I can't see everything I'm doing over on the other screen. I can't see the chat scrolling through. So you get to watch it and listen to me rage and get angry, but at the same time I won't get quite as distracted. I just need to remember that I am streaming and not to say anything that I shouldn't do, because when that camera, I say camera, I don't do face cam, when that video recording is on, I feel like I am a much more light person than when it is off. That's all I will say. I think I spoke to Rum a little bit. He says he's definitely going to do 450s. Whether it's in the open class or the MX1 class, I'm not too sure. I'm sure him and Hurls will probably discuss that between the pair of them so they're not kind of battling each other. So I think they're the fastest two 450 guys that we've got at the moment. I know Harry was kind of asking around to see what class everyone was doing, so I'm not sure what he's going to choose. So we've got some good riders this year, and I think if there was a year for us to win it, this is probably one of our best chances. Last year didn't really have much of a shot. The year before that we had a very good chance, but just lost out to Team France. I still think there was some dodgy dealings involved there, by the way. Yeah, because I know that one of my subscribers, Toxic Angelos, he was the track creator for the 2020 Nations track at Trentino. And he's French, and he was on the team as well. So I feel like there was some early tracks stuff being given there to Team France, but that is a conspiracy for another day. I don't want to cause any enemies. It's meant in a half joking way, but don't worry at all. But I think this year it's going to be a massive toss-up between Australia, are looking incredibly good. They've got Chicken, Brado, and then it'll probably be a mix-up between either Solberg or Isaac for that third and final spot. All very fast guys, especially Chicken and Brado. They are very capable of winning their own individual races. America will be very good. I imagine it will be something like Skills, Ryder, and then one other person, maybe in the 450 class. Again, not too sure who will fill that third and final spot. Then we've got ourselves, Great Britain, which I think can do well. Germany usually pull out a pretty decent team, as well as... oh god, what country was it? I had one in my mind and it's just completely gone. Brazil, Brazil always have a really good team as well, and I think Brazil are a little bit slept on, so I would look out for those. They could fly under the radar a little bit and be some underdogs and come out and put out a really good result. So I'm actually really excited for this year. It's going to be incredibly competitive. Good news is, well, from what I've seen at least, it's going to be a mudder, what Chicken has told me. So there's going to be a new updated version of Redbud, which I'm not sure how the ruts and the rough and stuff are going to change, but it will be ridden on in-game wet conditions. So it will be raining, which is another challenge in of itself. I did play the current Redbud that we have in a video 2 days ago, I believe, and absolutely everybody... oops, hang on. I've just mixed up my sentences. I just looked and I've seen absolutely everybody has been disqualified for some reason or DNF'd except for me and one other person. So not the most interesting, so you can just watch me ranting on for these last 2 laps. Oh, now I've lost my train of thought. God damn it, that's annoying. No, yes, Redbud. So I played Redbud in the wet 2 videos ago, and I couldn't get over the leap on a 450 to save my life, even with the updated tyres. It was so, like, slippery and stole all of your momentum. Please stay on the track. Oh my god. So I'm interested to see how that goes. I wonder if they're going to make the run-up slightly longer or maybe change the traction a little bit. It will be exciting. And in my mind, what I wanted them to do is maybe not necessarily have it as like in-game wet conditions, but I wanted them to make the track like super brutal in terms of skinny, deep ruts. So we forcefully got slowed down quite a lot to kind of replicate real-life speeds, which we don't get much of that in this game. A lot of it, for the most part, is who can flat track or rally up the fastest for the longest. And it would be nice to have a little bit of a mix-up and a proper wet race, but I don't think that's how they're going to do it, which I can understand. You know, I know that sometimes really steep or deep ruts on this game can get a little bit wonky. You know, they can cause the bike to do some weird things, and when it's an event as big as the Nations is, you probably don't want that happening. So qualifying's on the 1st, as I mentioned, and the actual event, I don't think it's till the end of October time. So we've got a good wait. In terms of countries qualifying, it's top 15 from the massive qualifying session. So in terms of like accrued time, and then everyone after that are going to do like a B race, similar to IRL. You know how they have the last chance qualifier, like an actual race for the countries with less people, and it should be good. I do want to mention actually, because I've seen quite a people when you sign up, a lot of people haven't got a country selected. You need to go into your profile on MyMXB and select a country, like select where you're from. Otherwise, even if you've signed up and registered, you will not be allowed to race. There's lots of people that have done it wrong. I don't think the admins and Chicken and Stone and everyone are going to go through everybody one by one and manually add them, so you need to sign up correctly. If you've done it wrong and you've noticed you've done it wrong, then go unregister, sort out your profile and re-register again so it updates. And you should see, when you go onto the sign-ups list for the race, you should have your like 3-letter code for your country. So, for example, mine would be GBR for Great Britain, or you've got AUS for Australia, and so on and so forth. Just please make sure you do it right, because I've seen a few screenshots so far of people not really doing it as they should do. Where's... hang on, I'm just trying to look on the track to see where that guy is. Because I've got a 58-second lead. Jesus Christ, I've been silently ripping without even thinking about it. This has been... it's a bit weird actually, because I went into this lobby thinking, oh, I could do like a 30-second head start video or something like that. And then I looked at people's lap times and I thought, well, maybe I could get away with doing a minute. And thought, you know what? No, that's going a little over top. That's been a little bit greedy. It's only a 5-lap race, but we've now won by a minute. Bearing in mind it's against one person, so whoever this one person is, I appreciate you for staying in the lobby. It's not just me riding around by myself anymore. I may as well have done a bloody testing video after all for this. I want people to stay in online. Like, why are we leaving, please? Did they... So it all says they got disqualified. Did they leave on cuts? Oh no, they just disconnected. Yeah, retired, cuts. That's incredibly annoying. But yeah, I even went undercover today as Ket Lawrence rather than Jet Lawrence, and rather than Linz, just to hopefully people didn't recognise me straight away or try taking me out or anything like that. But you know what? It was still okay. I got lots of MX of Nation information out there for you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed it regardless. If you did enjoy it, let me know. Again, if you don't like third-person riding, I do apologise. I just wanted to mix it up a little bit. If you do enjoy third-person riding, then congratulations. You got a nice little video there. But that'll do it from me. If you did enjoy, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, all that good YouTube stuff. Leave a comment, get all the engagement up there. Really helps the videos out. And I'll catch you in the next video. Catch you later. Peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain, even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want.